It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh. 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 It's black and white.
Hello bus fans, my name is Lee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you along for something incredibly special. The Chesham Classic Bus Running, which took place on Sunday the 28th of September 2025. This event is always one of the highlights in the transport calendar, a celebration of our local bus heritage, bringing together a fascinating mix of classic vehicles recreating the routes of days gone by. For this running day, I started and finished my day at Aylesbury Railway Station, and over the course of the day, I travelled on a selection of AEC Regents, AEC Regals and Leyland Nationals, covering a number of routes once operated by London Transport and London Country. Along the way, I'll also share some of the rich history behind these routes, and look at the modern day replacements that continued their legacy. My day began bright and early at 8:50 AM as I boarded RT 2083, an AEC Regent, en route 301 from Aylesbury to Berkhamsted. The 301 is steeped in history. It began operations on the 1st of December 1924, running from Aylesbury through Tring, Berkhamsted, Hemel Kings Langley and on to Watford. It became a key to urban route in the London Transport and later London Country networks. In 1948 it became the first route in the country area to receive RT buses, and these were later replaced by Leyland Nationals in 1975. Sadly, the 301 was withdrawn on the 25th of October 1986, but its spirit continues today. The modern day replacement is Route 500, operated by Red Eagle buses, running every 30 minutes between Aylesbury and Hemel with a Sunday extension to Watford under Route 501, operated by Red Rose Travel.
Underground voice.
Behind the doors is going to help that shared, yeah.
Behind the doors is this loud voice.
After a pleasant run through the Chiltern countryside, we arrived in Berkhamsted at 09:31, where I had a few minutes before the next journey. At 09:34, I continued my journey on Route 353, once again on board RT 2083. The 353 has its origins in the 1920s, when it began as Route 3 operated by Amersham and District, running from Slough through the Chalfonts, Amersham, Chesham and Ley Hill. Under the London Transport took over in 1933, the service was renumbered 353 the following year. In 1937 it was altered to run to Berkhamsted rather than Ley Hill, and continued for many decades under London Country, later passing to Arriva in the 1990s. The route was withdrawn in more recent times, but its legacy is preserved today as Route 354, operated by Red Eagle buses, Monday to Saturday, linking Berkhamsted and Chesham. We arrive in Chesham at 09:54, where I had a short break before the next vintage journey.
Wait, there's a few coming there.
Thank you.
As soon as they're-
Oh. My next trip took me on Route 349 at 10:28, heading out from Chesham to the small village of Asheridge, on board SMB 449, a Leyland National, a vehicle type strongly associated with London Country in the 1970s. Despite early plans to serve Asheridge in the London Transport days, the 349 didn't begin operation until the 1970s, after London Country took over the Chesham network. Originally, these services were number 348, later the 348B, but before becoming the 349 in 1973. Unfortunately, low passenger numbers led to the withdrawal of the 349 to Asheridge on the 28th of November 1975, and Asheridge has not seen a public bus service since, meaning that 2025 marks 50 years of no buses to Asheridge. After a short stand time, we made our way back into Chesham, arriving at 11:17 with a well-earned break before the afternoon journeys.
Thank you very much.
After my lunch at 13:10, I joined Route 348, this time on board RF 600 and AEC Regal for one of the day's longer circular runs. The 348 began life in the 1920s as Amersham District Route 8C, operating from Chesham to Buckland. When London Transport took over in 1933, it became the 348 the following year, and by 1937 it had been extended to Buckland Common. During the London country area, primarily during the 1970s and early 1980s, the route became a circular service covering several villages around Cheshire. However, due to low passenger numbers, the service gradually reduced and eventually disappeared from the network. Today, the Red Rose Travel Route 55B revives part of this legacy, operating 2 return trips a day, linking Chesham to Tring and Wendover and onto Aylesbury, as well as covering the Chesham to Buckland Common section once more.
you ever get that wrong, didn't you?
We paused briefly at Buckland Common before returning through Chesham and onto Hyde End, arriving there at 14:21. Modern day Route 55, also operated by Red Rose Travel, now provides 3 return trips daily, re-established the direct link from Great Missenden to Wendover, last seen in 2022.
Move on a bit, Colin, because they're queuing back here. You're expecting. driving the other way.
Having these famous helmets as decoration, it was a proper reason. And it was sort of stuck and then it didn't. That was fascinating.
We arrived back in Chesham at 14:43, ready for the next heritage journey.
Chesham.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
At 15:21, I set off on Route 348B to Lee Common, travelling on RF 636, another beautifully preserved AEC Regal. The 348Bs began in 1967 as a local service from Hyde End or Chesham Moor to Chilterns, with a few journeys extended to Lee Common. In the 1970s it absorbed sections of the 348 before eventually evolving into the 349 in 1973. Although the original 348B disappeared decades ago, its modern day counterpart is Route 190, operated by Carousel Buses, which runs one return trip a day, Monday to Saturday.
Originally started out as a quite United County stagecoach. It seems to
We returned to Chesham just before 4 o'clock, in time for the penultimate journey of the day.
Is her actual name? Yes. Yes. Well, thank you very much. Okay, Chesham Broadway, do I? Going back 50 years. Oh, yes. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back to Chesham. Well, see you a minute early. Let's see, check something. At 16:06, I rejoined RT 2083 for another trip on the 353, this time heading all the way to Gerrards Cross. This route, like many others today, has its modern successor, the carousel buses Route 101, introduced on the 1st of September 2025, runs hourly and provides a link from Aylesbury to Uxbridge, restoring a connection last seen back in 2012.
353.
We reached Gerrards Cross at 16:27, marking the final destination before my journey back home. After a short stand time, I boarded RT 2083 once again on the 353, returning to Berkhamsted at 17:25 before completing the circle on route 301 back to Aylesbury, arriving at 6 o'clock. It was the perfect way to round off an excellent day, a wonderful celebration of our transport history set against the backdrop of the Chiltern Hills.
Chesham. Scenic. Next year. Well, I might be back in a few weeks.
Before I finish, I'd like to take a moment to dedicate this video to my good friend Stephen.
Yeah,
now,
this is true,
those
mate.
who don't know
But
Stephen,
Morrison-
he was the driver responsible
But beyond
for
Morrison,
the
there's
Route
one way.
78 route visual a couple of years ago. Sadly, Stephen passed away in April this year after a short illness. Stephen loved the Chesham Classic Bus Running Day, and I know he will generally enjoy this event.
Big multi-story car park. Yeah. Put your bus station there. So it's like, and you can pick up the train. I said, yeah. I said, what about all the shoppers? Yeah, not very sure. For the majority of the passengers. You know, so as long as it connects with the train, it doesn't matter about the majority of the passengers.
I've not seen the cross-county livery before. Is that a new name?
What?
Cross-county, is that a new name?
Oh,
Thank you for joining me on this journey through the past. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the
Yeah,
channel
running
and hit that like button for more transport history and classic bus running
Thank you very
days.
much.
Until next time, take care and I'll see you on the next route.
So, here we go. What have I got at Chesham? So, all the things I've got are in this bag here. So, I'm going to leave it on my chair here, which you can't see off camera. But don't forget, the first thing is the photos. So, here's the photos. I'm not going to show you those because obviously I'll be here all day otherwise. Next up, books. So, I've bought quite a few books actually. I don't normally. But if I just go into the bag, here, first one is the Busted Yearbook 2020. I bought the 2015 one myself a couple of years ago, in 2015 actually, when I actually subscribed to the Buses magazine. I have since discontinued doing that because it costs me a lot of money. I then also bought another yearbook, 2013. I also bought another one as well, which is, if I just go into the box here, 2014. So I've got 2014, 13 and 20 now. I also got, as I said, 2015 and I think 2016 as well. As well as that, I've also got this book called The Country Bus by John Hibbs, showing about the GSs. There's pictures of GSs, which we all like a good GS, don't we? We've also got the two more buses annuals. First one was 1966, and the other one being 1964. I've also got this buses review book number 6 as well, which if you have a look at the back, shows G287 UMJ, the sister bus of G281 UMJ, which of course is 5111 in the South Bucks Bus Group fleet. Of course not anymore, it's been sold as I record this, and it'll probably be sold by the time the video goes up. But next up are the timetables. So I've got quite a few timetables. Actually, I'm going to start with the programmes. I only bought 2 this time. The first one was for, both from this year, it was the Hertford one in July and Dorking in June. And next up, as I said, it's the timetables. So if I just go into the bag, I'll just put the bag up here. First one is this Arriva timetable for the 363 from Hyde End to Penn from 2002. I've also got this guide from 1993 about the service changes, which includes timetables. I've also got this timetable from All the Valley and London Country about a bus service that linked about a link network in High Wycombe to the Asda at Cressex or at Booker from 1983. Then we've got the Easy Bus timetable for the Marlow for the South Bucks area from 2001. I've also got this Cambridge Service 75 title from Cambridge Coach Services from I don't know when this is from, 1999. I've also got this B-line timetable from 1990 in the High Wycombe area. And then another one of the High Wycombe area guys from 2005, which I've shown in the Rickmansworth title review series. I'll get to the title review situation in a minute. As well as that, I've also just found this book as well. So another book, the Chilterns West Anglia Handbook. Don't know what year this is from, unfortunately. I believe it's the 1990s, but it could be the early 2000s. Also got the Marlow local bus 16161 local bus timetable from 2001. Also this guide here, the Public Transport Guide to Stoke and Church from 2004. Then I've got this guide that hasn't got a leaflet thing. I think it's from 2001 in the High Wycombe area. I've also got this shuttle timetable from 1993 by Luton and District / Chiltern Bus. Also got two timetables from, the first one is this timetable here from Essex in Harlow from 2012. The 147, 146, 147. And then the London Country North West timetable for the 93 bus town service to Wrexham Park from 1989. Another 75 timetable, this time from no idea actually. This is from 1993. And the 331, 332 timetable from 2002. Other things I got was the London country area map from 1962. This is just one for the country buses and not Green Line. And I've also got this, as you can see, a Chiltern Railways clip-on tie. But the best thing I got is in this folder here. Do you need to open it? Let's find out. Oh, just give me a second. Okay, I've opened it. Let's see what's in it. Ta-da! It's the 2026 calendar from Amsterdam District Motor Bus Society. So, of course, I bought it last year. This only cost me £7. And it's got quite a few pictures. As you can see, GS13 there. No, 43, sorry. 42, sorry, which was the last GS that ever ran to Langwater Village. That's at the Rickmansworth running day earlier this year in March. But yeah, this is the calendar. I believe there are some still available which you could buy on their website. But yeah, but that's all that I got at the Rickmansworth at the Chesham Bus Running Date now around. Now, I have taken the decision not to do title reviews for Chesham. Now, originally I was going to, but unfortunately, due to low demand, it's just not viable for me to do it, unfortunately. So I have taken the decision not to do Chesham Running Day title reviews. So this week will be the last time that the title review series will be running. So in the next video, which should be up on Tuesday, will be the last video of title reviews. So yeah, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Goodbye.
In the glue